That was a bit of a bumpy ride.
Don't you worry. We'll have the most bumpiest of rides soon. Work. Should work. There we go. Question is, where are we?
I cannot see what I'm stuck on.
I do not know where I be. Currently. I can't remember where I signed off. Yesterday? Last time.
Okay, so the engine revs up, but I go nowhere.
Where are we, guys?
Currently stuck on a grass verge.
Okay. I can go to Poland, apparently, and that's my only option.
Yep, I guess I'm calling the services if nothing's broken. I am just stranded. It's going to take me to London. Okay.
I'm going to Poland.
Yeah, I need to go to Cambridge to drop this off. And that will reset my late delivery, in inverted commas.
Late delivery? How could you? We'll go there. Alright, I'm going
Just
to
turn the map on again.
Alston.
Options. Audio. Truck engine. Turn that down a bit. Maybe a bit too much, but it's a good start. Oh, hi, Crispy. Bye, Crispy.
Hello.
Chris.
Actually, currently buying a truck.
Oh, I need to do that. How much is it to buy a truck?
300k?
At least 100k.
100k,
but
that's the one, yeah.
assumes you've got space in the garage.
I do. I just bought garage, remember? I have all the space in my garage.
That's good. I haven't dropped any frames today. That's a good start.
Yes. We wish to keep holding all our frames, please.
Yeah, I don't know why, but at start of streams I tend to drop something like 300 frames for a little while and then it clears up. Not that 300's too bad, but 0's better.
Accurate. Yeah, I was gonna double check my bitrate on my stream. Oh, never mind.
And it's 6k.
Yeah, I want to update mine to 6K, but I can't remember if I put it at that or not.
I just let it do the automatic. This is what the best it can be for you. But okay, that'll do. I probably could optimize it a bit, but it's good enough.
We're going to Poland.
Entering the M25 and immediately leaving the M25 for the M11.
Sounds about right. The only reason you need the M25 is because you need a different M.
Yeah. It's not as bad as the M26, which literally connects the M20 to the M25.
Ah, that does seem a bit weird.
That is the entire point of the entire motorway.
But why?
When the M20 meets the M25 anyway.
Yeah, I was like, what? That doesn't make no sense.
It just meets it a bit further round.
Silly things of silliness.
So it depends on where you want to come off the M25, whether you use the M26 or not.
Why doesn't it just be the other one you said? 20.
The M20 is my local one.
It must be the M20 all the time. You have to be the other thing.
It's like the M20 and the M2. both go from London to Dover.
Well, isn't the
It's just they
M2
go
like...
via different places.
Yeah, isn't the M2 like the A2 for ages?
Yeah, it breaks up. The M2 is the one you want to use anytime Operation Stack's on. Because that literally shuts the M20 to put lorries on it.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep. And causes absolute chaos around here.
Yeah.
Like, the nearest town is a 15-20 minute drive. If Operation Stack's on, you're looking at an hour.
Yeah. Reasonable.
Yep.
How often have they been doing it, though?
Anytime there's a storm, anytime the French fishermen go on strike, anytime the port go on strike.
Yeah, anytime they decide not to let us in.
On strike.
Yeah.
I think it's already been on 12 times so far this year.
Jesus.
And that's with lockdown and stuff as well.
Yeah. Although the pandemic, I'm sure, was part of it. Hey, Bricks!
Yeah, over Christmas it was a nightmare.
Didn't they close the borders to us?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a week and a half it took
So
to
I need
clear
to
up
know
for 2
how many
days of
times
closure.
do you find yourself on the wrong side of the road when you do these driving games?
Quite a lot.
A few times. Most of the time, I'm like, I don't care enough to think about it, and I just drive. But there
The
have
one
been
that usually
occasions
gets
where I've
me-
been like, oh shit, I didn't mean to be on the wrong side of the road, but I am.
One that usually gets me is going over Calais, going
I
from
did
Calais
trick.
to Dover or around the other way.
A few.
It's like
Also, hey, Atrium.
sides.
Yeah. So it does happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things.
I've also done it by being too fast around a corner, and the only way to get around the corner was to be on the wrong side of the road.
Yes, there are moments like that as well, which is, I done fucked up. Oh, well, I guess I'm going on the wrong side of the road to make my corner, or to, you know, to go where I need to be. But it's because there's no other traffic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot easier to do in this game, in
Yeah.
the multiplayer, than it is in single player.
Sometimes it's done on purpose. Not a lot, though.
I have done it on purpose in a British truck to show dominance.
To assert dominance. I see. Oh, somebody! We beep at everybody we see. Oh, hi there! Dietrich, you've said I'm hi there twice now. Were you saying oh hi there to the truck? Corner! Brandy bit! Chris, it's raining again!
What do you want me to do about it?
I don't know, I just wanted to complain about it to you.
Okay.
At least I don't think fixing the weather was in your remit of skills.
I didn't quite get it either.
I didn't read that on your CV.
I mean, there is literally an option to increase and decrease the amount of rain you get.
Not IRL, there is not.
Oh, there. I thought you meant in-game.
No! I was talking about IRL. This is a much
Yeah,
bigger
it has
vehicle
not
than the
stopped raining.
F1 earlier.
I
Yes!
only just realised you meant IRL as well.
Yeah.
but-
Either way, it doesn't matter which one I was talking about. You can't do anything about either of them.
True.
But yes, this vehicle could transport 2 of those vehicles. Easily. Perhaps more. I don't actually know what I am transporting. I forgot. But I'm taking it somewhere very interesting. Hang on, let me see. Guys,
But they fixed it. My
F6.
first stop of the day was not late.
we're taking 22 tons of pallets that are empty.
They know your record, they're not entrusting you with anything.
Hey, I don't crash!
I just delivered 19 tons of pipes.
Why would you infer that I crash, Chris? I, like, barely ever crash.
I didn't say that you crashed.
You said you know, they know
Is
your
that-
record! What record's that?
That when you accept things, you have this like magical ability to send them to space and back.
That's not my ability. That's their fucking problem, mate. It's nothing to do with me.
Right.
I haven't played
quickly
American
pop
Truck to Trick,
into
so.
Cambridge.
Okay, now it is.
That's
It is.
the wrong side of the road.
It is raining in game now. Matches my outside. Yeah, no, I haven't played American Truck, so. Chris, you've played both, haven't you?
I played American Truck, yeah.
Which one do you prefer?
Yeah. Ooh, they're both good, but I think I prefer American Truck. But I think that is also because of the novelty of it being American stuff, and I'm not surrounded by American stuff on a regular basis.
That makes sense.
Also, it feels more refined in my opinion.
Yeah, you did say though it suffered, or this one suffers from like it was the first one and American Truck came after it, so they've done it better. It's like the new DLCs in this one are better than the first areas.
It is, but yeah, it does feel very much like they improved on everything that they screwed up last. I don't want to say screwed up, but like had to fix.
They've learnt from it. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Oh no, he's disappearing. Is he gonna crash? Who knows?
Yeah, I truck.
The road's a lot straighter as well. You just go forever.
Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna say. American Truck is really good fun because the I suppose the easy way to put this is the biomes, even though that's like a funny way to put it. Because there is a distinct difference between each area you visit, and that is really cool.
The biomes. I'm gonna go to Africa to see a different biome.
Well, because just going between our different states, like they all feel different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously there is a stark difference in them because that's how they are in reality, but because of the compression that the truck sim games do, where you go between them quick, you get this like, change of scenery quite dramatically.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, and the sense of distance is still pretty decent in that, despite it squishing everything down a fair bit.
Oh shit! I did a crash.
You were like, just me.
It was just a tiny love tap, okay?
I
only did 8% damage. Come on, that's pretty good. It didn't damage any of my cargo, so no problems. Listen, I don't have to take it back home or anything. I don't have to do nothing. Everything's perfectly fine. There's just a little scuff on like my front bumper. It's fine. It's also thunder, lightning, very, very frightening. And I didn't actually know you could get lightning in this. But I just saw it. I've still got 12 hours. Jesus Christ. I took a long fucking trip. Oh, okay guys, remind me I need to stop off at the next petrol place. I'm relying on you guys in chat.
You don't need petrol.
Huh?
You don't need petrol.
Oh no, I definitely do.
You need diesel.
I'm filling up with petrol, alright? I don't care what you guys say.
Well, that's how you blow your engine up.
Fine, I don't care about engine. I don't think you blow it up, it just doesn't work.
No, it literally kills the engine.
Okay, yeah, but it doesn't explode. Pew.
No, it
Into a
doesn't
ball of
explode
fire.
violently, but it does destroy the engine to the point that you can't use it.
Yes, I will accept.
Flood the engine, wouldn't it? 'Cause the reason
I
diesel
don't know
was used-
exactly what it does. I just know that it's an entire engine replacement if you do it without siphoning the fuel out.
Yeah, probably. I'm just trying to think, because diesel combusts by compression, so there's probably no sparks, which means it won't properly ignite the petrol, which means it will just sort of lob it through
Yeah.
everything, including the turbo,
I don't know what the difference is. I've just heard stories from mechanics about people that have done it and the amount it costs to fix it, because it is an entire new engine anytime somebody does it without realising it and tries to drive off with it.
If you don't drive, then it's not as bad.
Yeah.
It's just in the tank,
If you
right?
realise before driving off and it's just in the tank, yeah, they can siphon it out and it saves the engine.
But if you turn the
as soon
engine
as
on...
it's- Yeah, it gets interesting at that point.
That's why Chris's idea of making them all different, like, triangles is sensible.
Yeah. I mean, you kinda have that now with the fact that I think there's one of them that can't go in the other one, but I don't remember which way around it is. I think it's diesel can't go in petrol.
Yeah, but how?
Because the hole is too small. Quite literally. The nozzles are different sizes,
Modern tanks, they have a different, like, notch, like, hole set, so it becomes incredibly difficult to put it in the wrong way.
Well, I just did 4% damage.
Honestly,
when I put brakes on too hard.
Honestly, it's not that hard. Usually every car has a sticker on the inside of the fuel cap that tells you exactly what you should or shouldn't put in it.
They're also different colours. You don't pick up the black one, you pick up the green one.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that Super Unleaded doesn't exist anymore at the moment? Or is that just...
What doesn't exist anymore?
My petrol station? Okay.
I've seen it.
I mean, I've seen it, but I've also seen it out of stock a lot.
I suppose I haven't really been looking that much. I haven't needed petrol, so I've been in.
Yeah, I don't leave the house, so... We're in May now, and I've left the house 4 times this year, so...
New personal best.
So, graphics card update. Since I checked the graphics options, and the only thing I needed to turn up was the render distance in the mirror, so it's now on high instead of low. And I'm on 188 frames a sec.
I'm on 60, but it's a very, very specific 60, so I feel like mine's potentially capped at 60.
Mine doesn't show the frame rate, so I can't tell.
Because it sounds like you've got vertical sync on if it's staying permanently.
Yeah, V-sync.
It is.
As in
it is staying perfectly at 60, so...
That's good.
I was going to say that I'm fine with that. I don't need more than 60.
I'm used to weight on the back. The brakes are so weird when you have an empty trailer.
Oh, nobody reminded me!
Izzy, you need fuel.
Thank you.
We've just spent 5 minutes talking about fuel.
I know, but then I forgot about it, and then I saw a fuel thing, and I stopped just in time. Just.
I'm almost back in London to be out with you, Crispy.
Oh, not!
I just needed a quick repair job because apparently I can't control the back end when there's no weight in the back.
Yeah, the back caught up with you.
Yeah.
Smashed you in your ass.
Pretty much. But it's more the back end went round, which shoved the front end into a barrier.
Why is time going backward? Guys, you know on your thing, it says...
My thing says thing, yes.
No. On your GPS thing, it says Sunday and then it's got some numbers. Mine says 1308. But my numbers are going...
2:36 a.m.
Yeah, but my numbers are going down. It's now
because you went through a
13:05.
time zone.
No, it's ticking down. 1304, 1305, 1304, 1303, 1302.
I mean, be happy that it's impossible to be late for a delivery.
I don't understand, Chris!
I don't understand.
12:56.
By all the money I made on that last delivery.
Why is time going backwards for me?
I would guess because you moved to a time zone, but who knows?
It's
You went from
ticking
Central to
down right now.
European. As in, yes, it takes time for it to catch up to the hour that you moved by moving time zone.
Why is it ticking? That sounds nonsensible.
But it still wouldn't be moving down because you're going east, so you go... Right? No, you do go ahead now.
I'm actually going north.
Right. I'm ready when you are, Crispy.
Is he?
I'm nowhere
She's
near
in
you.
Poland.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna move a smidge and then search for jobs.
Yeah.
You guys want to come meet me in Europe somewhere?
And
Eventually.
I can go all the way to Lithuania. So
Wow.
Latvia. Latvia, I can go even further. Yeah, LV, Latvia.
In one hit?
I can go to... Oh, that's not from London, that's fine.
I'm going to the north of Poland.
This one is from London. Munich, Latvia, Rostock, Paris, Cardiff, Helsinki.
Sweet.
Helsinki's Finland, not Sweden.
Yes, that's the one I meant.
It's like
I
the
knew it when
capital
I
of
said it.
Finland.
I was like, it's not Sweden, but it's up in that direction. I just couldn't remember which one it was to correct myself.
Yeah. So, where can you go, Crispy?
I'm so much inside the UK.
Yeah.
I've played so many different games recently. Can you go to something like Dusseldorf, Cologne, or Dortmund? Or Duisburg? Germany.
Germany, I've got Rostock, which is on the far side of Germany in the north, and Munich. They're my two for Germany.
Sorry.
Well, I have three for Germany, but there's two in Rostock.
Actually, you know what? I could probably get away sleeping.
Yeah, I checked a second ago.
Sleep. Alright, I should have reset my job mark. Let's try again. I changed my
I slept in
place.
Cambridge before I came down here, so...
Oh my god, it's all in GB. Okay, so...
What do you mean?
Izzy's in Poland direction, so I kind of want to head in that direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, you said you had some Germany? Rostock.
Rostock, yeah, which is right in the north of Germany.
Alright. Best I've got going in that vague direction is Dusseldorf, so we could head to Rostock via Dusseldorf.
Yeah, it's one city over, but yeah, that won't be a problem to add it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
And then I'll hopefully grab a Rostock from there. Alright, let's plan.
Plan is coming together. Ho ho ho.
Just pull out, don't bother to look.
There's nobody there, and even if there is, they'll phase through you.
Yeah. And...
Also tempted I might start using my wheel for this. Oh, not today. I might start using my wheel for this later, because now I have the quick release. I'm like,
Yeah.
so much less effort to
played
set my
it
stage.
on all three, keyboard, controller, and on wheel is by far the easiest.
Yeah, it's nicer when you're just going along a gentle curve. You don't have to like keep nudging the controller or anything.
Yeah. Attached. Now to open the map to add the stop along the way.
Da, da.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
literally
gosh.
going through Cologne next to it, so
Easy
Right.
peasy then.
yeah. I added one in the centre of Dusseldorf. I have no idea where in Dusseldorf, but it's somewhere in the city I'm going to.
Bridge.
You say fridge.
No, I said bridge.
Sounded like fridge again. I know it wasn't, but it did.
The
definitely
road
sounded
going
like it.
over the top of me was a bridge.
It's like the
Oh,
unheard
bridge. I'm waiting at the roundabout at the end of London.
Cool. I've got my go.
Macau.
Yeah. I went round a quarter of the roundabout rather than 3/4 of it. Now, one of these buttons turns on my hazards. What one is it? No, that's my wipers.
I assigned it to a button.
Oh, they're the ones I assigned to moving the camera. That's the horn button. I'm just slowly going through my keyboard. That detached my trainer.
Oops.
It's fine because I'm pulled over. Large radio. Ah, F is hazards.
F for we're fucked,
Why did I
mate.
make it F?
We're
Yeah.
fucked.
So anyway, I caught up behind you. Let's go.
But I found the button, you arrived.
Yep.
I guess I did F for flashers.
That doesn't make
And
sense.
they're blinkers in American, not flashers. I don't
And
know.
blinkers
Who
are
knows?
indicators.
F.
and-
Might be the default.
Yeah.
I just like that you're fucked, mate. It's very much like your windscreen wipers are P because they're your purrs.
So I have apostrophe and colon has moved the camera. Why would that be that?
Because they look like a person.
What am I even transporting? Empty pallets.
Me too! Empty pallet, bros.
22 tons of empty pallets.
Yeah, me too! I'm like, that's a fuck ton of empty pallets, mate.
Whereas I have medical equipment that needs to get there urgently to save lives.
Shh.
I heard that shush. The microphone cut out, but it was funny.
I was gonna say, did you hear it through the microphone or through the walls?
Yeah, I don't know, James, if you can hear the same, but I'm getting Izzy cuts out a lot on my
Yeah,
headset.
she does quite often, yeah.
Izzy, your noise gate might be too high.
What do you mean? As in, it's cutting out before I finish speaking?
It's cutting out
Sometimes, yeah.
really early on. If you start quiet, you don't hear anything. It's another side effect of being far away from your microphone.
You're far away from my microphone.
Yes.
I'm like a foot from my microphone, if that.
I'm quite a distance away from mine.
I could be further away from it if I actually sat in my chair properly.
So about a foot away is about as far as you'd want to be away from a microphone.
Yeah.
In most scenarios, anyway. The engineer in me was just like, wait, no. There are many times when you can do that, so no. Hyper-specific microphones will do that. Shotgun microphones, for example, will do that.
Shotgun
I lean forward
microphones.
too much. Is my problem. So I'm always uncomfortable.
That's not gonna
if I'm on
help
the
your
computer too long.
back.
My back's screwed to start with.
Yeah, but don't screw it more.
I've literally snapped off the end of it.
Oh god.
It's good going.
It's one way to lose weight.
I mean, given that's all I did, having fallen off a 12-foot tower, it's barely good going.
Maybe you shouldn't have fallen off a 12-foot tower. Did you consider that?
I don't even know how I fell off of it. I just remember being at the bottom of it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Falling off a 12-foot tower do that to you.
I just remember being at the bottom of it with everybody sat around me eating dinner. And I wasn't allowed to eat dinner.
I remember this story, yeah.
I am more confused. What's
It's always funny.
I was
moments of,
camping.
like,
I was on scout camp.
yeah. It's at moments of like crisis like that where you remember like the really weirdest random unimportant things. It's just-
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember how I fell off of it. And I
Do
also
you remember why
getting
you were
my,
up? Why were you up there?
Yeah. We literally built it on the scout camp and I climbed up it.
So it was pretty rickety.
Yeah, given there was a bunch of teenagers that put it together.
What was it made out of? Sticks?
Yes.
Yeah, then it probably
Well,
fell
they
down
weren't
because it
sticks,
was
they were
made of
actually
sticks.
proper. They were proper poles.
So, whoa, these are scouts. This is going to be probably quite well engineered.
It
To
was.
a large shenanigans.
It was. They were basically telegraph poles that we tied together and then put a platform on the top of it.
Do you know if it
And,
fell down or if you just fell off it?
No, I just fell off it.
Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah. Oh no, it was fully Mio's fault, not the scouts at all. It was me being accident prone. You're talking to the guy that fell down 3 stairs and broke his wrist.
Oh,
It was 2 at the time. I was climbing up.
Yeah, but
of course.
kids are bouncy when they're 2.
I was not.
Clearly.
And we have since found out why, because I have ehlers-danlos, so all my connective tissues is wrong.
Nice.
Yeah. I think we're singing here. Slam the brakes.
Did they just hold you in weird positions? Like muscle
Yep.
and skeletal wise?
My elbows and knees bent back the wrong way.
Nice. That's not hypermobility though, or
Yeah,
is it the same?
hypermobility. Yeah,
Right.
it is hypermobility, yeah.
Right.
Ooh, I got that bit fine.
Oh!
No!
I think if I can get some revs, I can save it. Nope, I drifted this. But I actually have 0 damage.
I
On my
never
screen,
knew.
you're at a 45-degree angle, just like balanced.
I am.
Yeah, he is.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just checking.
I have 0 damage from it, but I'm in Dover.
I never knew the official terminology for hypermobility, so.
Yeah. It's ehlers-danlos version 3.
Version 3? Oh, what happened to 1 and 2?
Not the version I have. There are 5 types of it.
Wow.
I just have the 3rd type.
Okay.
Yeah, amazingly, I have 0 damage from that completely.
That's pretty impressive. I saw on your stream you were you were literally 45
Yeah,
degrees.
I literally, yeah.
So you just stuck, you just couldn't move forward or backward.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just couldn't move forward or backwards, yeah, because I didn't
Aw.
have any traction.
It's breached.
Anyway, I'll meet you at the port because I'm literally at
Yeah.
the corner from the port.
So I've done that before, and I got beached on like a tiny little like edge of the road where there was just like a little ditch. I just got like pinned. I was like, no, it's such a stupid way to have to recover. All the things I've survived in this game.
Did you get out of your truck and kick the ditch? Stupid ditch.
Totally. Totally. Maybe we'll get the Trucker Odyssey update. Speaking of playing a lot of X4 Foundation recently, which is basically everything Elite promised and more already. And since it's a economy simulator of sorts, and there is time acceleration as a feature, but it's like an unlockable feature as far as I'm aware, because it used to be like you'd always time accelerate in that game. But you don't need to. In this one, it's really good. You absolutely don't need to time accelerate, because profit could just be had relatively easily in some form. There's always something to do. And it's the kind of game I'd really love to see some cool multiplayer stuff, where like you're all part of the same galaxy, just all trying to make your own profit and just have this like economy or like battle.
Isn't there a game that basically does that already?
There's quite a few games.
Not quite in depth, but there is one that's a bit like that.
Yeah, there's quite a few games like it. I mean, obviously even
Company or something. I think.
Off-World Trading Company. Oh, that's a very, very different game. That's very interesting.
I have the wrong game there. But...
followed my sat nav and I appear to be at the Channel Tunnel.
I'm at the port.
Alright, I'm gonna suggest that you get on your ferry and go over, and I will take the Channel Tunnel, and then we will figure it out.
Meet up somewhere in France.
Yes.
Given I was literally entering the ferry as you said that.
Yeah, the reason I bring up the X4 thing was just because I like how this game is its own, like, it's an economy simulator where everyone is technically separated doing their own thing, and it's really fun like that. And the X4 game is like just kind of like this in space, but you could build a much more in-depth, large empire.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I've been learning Victoria 2 ever since they announced that Victoria 3 is happening.
I don't know. I've never played Vicky, so what does it actually?
No,
play like?
never played it until literally yesterday.
Yeah, what does it play like?
And it's actually a lot of fun. It's a very chill, relaxed game. There's not as much warfare as the other Paradox games.
Okay, but what do you?
It's about building yourself up, building the country up.
It's an economy simulator.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's like take all the stuff about Paradox games that you know that's like the heavy economy parts and just like focus on that. Much like how you got Crusader Kings is like focusing on their lineage and the heritage stuff, and like family trees and things. But Victoria was all about the economy side.
Even an 11-year-old game, multiplayer is a bitch in it.
Yeah, I mean
it works flawlessly once you get it set up. But to actually do it, you have to port forward and IP join people.
Yep. To be fair, a lot of our older Paradox games were exactly like that for multiplayer.
Yeah.
They're like a bit jank, but when it worked, it was like something that you couldn't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And now they're doing a newer version with what they know now, it's probably going to be significantly better.
Yes. There's not even... yeah, there is a lobby, but it is a pain to get into it. You literally have to use a VPN to be able to play multiplayer in it.
Yeah. Right, I reckon, James, that we meet at the first petrol station down the road, because it looks like you need to go to south, join a motorway, and then there's a petrol station right after it.
Yep. I'm just leaving Calais now.
Cool. Because yeah, I need to follow a road that basically runs south of Calais.
Yeah, mine goes round south of Calais by the looks.
Okay. So yeah, just after an intersection,
motorway.
You're getting an intersection that takes you to the east.
A16, A26 is the motorway I'm joining right now.
What number it is? Sorry.
I don't know. It just happened to be what was written on the sign as I drove past it.
Okay.
hard shoulder is a third lane, right, guys?
Yes.
Well, a friend of mine, way back, friend named Alex, we used to play a lot of Test Drive Unlimited, Test Drive Unlimited 2. And one of the things we used to say was like, the hard shoulder will be with you always. Which of the Star Wars quote. And it was just really funny because it was always true. Whenever we were in a situation where like you're going far too fast to dodge the oncoming traffic, you're like the hard shoulder was like laughably too big in that game, so you could just use that like your own personal lane a lot of the time.
I used the hard shoulder to overtake a lot in this game before in single player.
Yes. Yeah.
A16 I'm going on to now. Just passing the Channel Tunnel now.
Ow.
Yeah, I just got to the exit of the Channel Tunnel.
Izzy! No.
I'll be on my way to you.
Join us, bitch.
That confuses me. I thought you wouldn't go anywhere near it. What's that concern now?
We require
Where
of
we're
your
on different
presence.
Yeah.
I'm just following my sat nav, which goes to the same place where you're going. So.
Yep. I've stopped at the petrol station and I'm going to check.
Yeah, A16 is the road I've just
Then start your profile night and then join us.
Yep, I'm an A16 as well.
Cool. Yeah, I just entered it now, so I'm coming along.
There's no problem. Just join.
Oh, yeah, the route you took, yeah, you should absolutely completely not fail to see a petrol station. You'll go through a junction and then you'll see the petrol station next.
I said to myself
Yeah,
I was going to do
I think
single
I'm
Just
going
become a
up to the
liar to
junction
yourself.
now.
It's not that difficult.
Which I ignore and go straight
Change
on
your
that.
mind. Trying to learn song. That sounds... What do you mean trying to learn song? Please expand. You haven't got your
And I see
recorder
the
back,
petrol
have you?
station.
Hey.
Oh, guitar. Okay, so you haven't got your recorder back. Okay.
So we don't need to stop, so I'm going to speed on.
No, I don't. I can go another 1,000 miles before I need fuel.
I got 700.
Sorry, 1,300 miles is 1,000 litres.
I was lost in the move. Lost in inverted commas. Yeah, I'm sure your parents threw it out, Knight. Many things get lost on the move. Surprisingly, they're the things that your parents really don't like and make a lot of noise. They're the only things that tend to get lost.
But I really liked my loud Thomas the Tank Engine thing.
I'm attempting Hurt by Johnny Cash. Okay.
Ew.
Hey.
I guess I should let off the gas and actually.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A
Have you
question
seen
mark?
the result from Monaco yet?
Yeah. You watched it live.
Yeah, I watched it live as well, and I was
Oh
like,
God, and it's screen
why did I
grade looks
bother?
awful at them.
Yep.
Okay. Chris,
I did my ironing while watching it.
what is a bar chord on guitar? Do you know?
A bar chord is where you hold like your index finger across basically all of the strings on one fret.
Oh,
and then
that
you
thing.
You do
Oh,
like
music.
the twiddly bits
Yes.
with the other fingers.
Okay, Knight says he's there's a bar chord in the song he's
Okay, let's
trying to
go.
learn
Let's go,
that's
let's go.
screwing him over.
Yeah, but bar chords are really hard until they're suddenly not. The more you keep at it, you're just like, it won't even be a challenge to do a bar chord anymore. But to get to that stage just takes time. Eventually you'll just be like, oh yeah, just bar chord everything. Because
Right here.
it's
Okay.
bar chords are so integral no matter what style of music you choose to play. You basically can't avoid it. You just get used to it, and eventually you'll develop a callus on the side of your index finger on the left hand or right hand, depending on which left or right handed. And
The first time you said it, I thought it was a pub.
It does sound like an open mic pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, but chord's
Chris-
great because
Chris
you
do
can take
guitar.
your. Yeah, I do. I take guitar for ages. But yeah, normally when you have like your, I suppose how to describe it, like your standard chords that you tend to learn, where you just do like E minor, E, A, and
He says
C,
it's
I
an
think.
F bar chord.
You're only holding like. Oh, what? Sorry.
F bar chord.
Oh, if it's the standard F at the lowest part of the guitar where you hold across the first fret, that's like, yeah, that's the first bar chord that basically everyone will ever learn because it's used everywhere for everything. And it's, yeah,
He
it's
hates
so hard.
it.
You will,
He hates it.
yeah, you will hate it. It'll take you a very long time, but eventually you'll get there, and then you'll be like, hell yeah. Because the thing is if you can do that bar chord for F, that is exactly what you use that exact shape just further up the guitar to do a bunch of other chords.
He says he thinks he's having trouble because he can't press it hard enough with his index finger.
Yeah, that's normal. You'll get there. It'll suck. It'll get
Get that hand exercise machine for your fingies.
Oh yeah, as a genuine thing, if you ever seen one of those climbing tools, it's basically a spring that you can compress with your fingers.
Yeah.
One of those is actually really good for that. But to be honest, just playing guitar a lot will get you there as well. You don't actually have to get any special tools. Just
but if you want to accelerate the process, then maybe try that.
But yeah, so the F chord shape, you do that everywhere on the guitar, and you'll get a chord. Basically, you just slide it further up, further down, and then if you move the other three fingers, you use like one string higher, you can do that all the way up the guitar and get another whole set of chords.
Knight says he's also started to learn the Enter Sandman riff, which is awesome because he's finding it fairly simple.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you want some easy stuff. Basically tune to drop D and then just hold the three strings with your index finger and just do everything like that. You can play most new metal from the early 2000s. New and old metal. Or some old metal. Yeah, I remember there was some time where I was doing the bar chord and my left index finger was really calloused down one side, and then I realised that I was always using the side of my finger like more than like the flat part of my finger.
Yeah, you were like pushing it sideways to get the pressure, I guess.
Yeah, and which works. But I don't know if it's the best way to do it. I mean, I'm no music teacher, but
you've just figured it out for yourself.
I just figured it out, brute-forced it. But the thing is because of the pain it caused me to use the side of my finger, I ended up using more of the flat of my finger, and it kind of like tricked me into doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Or a better way, should I say. It's more of a combination of the two rather than just...
Knight saying hurt is good because he thinks it's only like 5 chords in total.
Yeah. Some that could be really fun to learn and aren't as difficult as they sound quite often are like Tenacious D acoustic guitar licks because they sound really good. And a lot of them are just like, yeah, there's just a very short bit you just have to learn and it just repeats. Like, so you have a Tenacious D tribute and stuff.
Tribute.
Fair enough.
I don't know any music. Off the top of my head.
Oh my god, there's loads of them.
It's a C, D, G, and the bugger F.
Yep. Yeah. So that F shape is really interesting because.
Oh, and AM is AM a chord? A minor.
A minor.
Yeah. Missed
so
that.
Yeah. So what's funny is with F, it's like you just take the E chord, you move it one fret further down, and then you bar the whole thing on top, and then there you go. It's a different chord now. Good, enjoy.
Enjoy your brand new chord.
And then it gets even weirder when you like move your hand down, and you realise that a lot of if you just take the F chord and move it further down the frets, you end up with other chords you've heard before but an octave higher. And that gets really, really useful when you're playing stuff that is majority like halfway down the fretboard, because you can just get to like, all the chords you need very, very quickly.
like magician magic stuff.
It like blew my mind when I figured it out. Cause it's like, oh my god, like all the chords I know are just like the F shape, just everywhere. It's so easy. And if you want the minor version, you just do the same thing that you normally do, which is you just take off the extra note, like the difference between E minor and E, which is you may know. But you just take off one finger off one string, and it's like, hey, different chord. And you could do that using the F shape, and you just take the.
The
Or would it be
problem
the middle finger
he's
off?
finding is he's got a 3/4 sized one. So what you're saying is you've got a small guitar.
Save yourself, get a full-size guitar, good god, please.
You're fucking over 6 foot, Knight! Get a full-size guitar!
That probably looks like a ukulele on you.
My fingers are too chunky for the frets.
Yeah, exactly, that's the biggest problem. And if you want an electric guitar, I highly recommend the Bullet Strats.
It was given to me until I can afford a full-size one.
That's
okay.
right. Yeah, if you like electric guitar, the Bullet Strats are really, really cheap for what they are. Very, very nice guitars. The Bullet series, I think it's either by Squire or Fender, one of the two. It doesn't really matter. They're kind of the same thing anyway.
Isn't Squire the cheaper Fender?
Yes, that's generally what it's referred to as, but if you buy a nicer, sort of slightly more expensive version of the Squire stuff, you get something that is arguably better than the cheap Fender stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I can play the triangle.
Hell yeah, triangle.
I'm not sure if I can play the triangle very well. I mean, there is technique to it, and I feel like that's lost to me.
The technique is hit it.
Yes, but when and how is the problem I would encounter.
In time
when
with
somebody points at you.
Yep.
Oh
pointing
no.
at me? Okay. Ding.
Okay, Knight has a question for everybody. I've read it, and even I'm upset with it. It's unrelated entirely to guitars, but are you ready for the question, guys?
No.
Hit me.
If one ant helps another ant, does that make the first ant an assist ant?
Boo.
Get off the stage. Stage right. Go. Now.
How can that be a genuine question, Knight?
Oh no. Hey, if one ant has a secret and it tells it to the other ant, does it become an informant?
Oh! Good.
I'm going
Hard
no further.
hitting.
We are going no further. No.
Hard hitting questions
No further.
on this stream today.
I literally just pulled over the most. I was
James.
like, no, I'm going no further.
James
But if-
stopped in
but if-
protest.
But if one ant tells another ant a secret and it doesn't tell it, does it then become a confidant?
Oh no.
Knight has clapped.
Wonder where James is.
I've only just got to that bridge.
Oh no.
Knight has now put on. I feel like the stream has now just become has just turned into us thinking about words that now have ant at the end of them to turn into the next joke.
Yeah, yep.
So how can we connect this to elephant? I see you on the map now.
I literally stopped in the road. I was seeing if I could turn up my render distance on my mirrors further. My FPS is like too high at this point. I could afford to do something else with it.
Hey guys, I'm professional now.
Oh god, we have another gaggle coming up.
There are loads of them.
Yeah.
I know some animal things. I can try answering your animal question. See, I say I don't actually know a lot about animals, but then Chris tells me I know too much about animals, so...
You know enough.
Just enough, exactly.
Oh, is this your exit?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay.
Medium-sized white spiders in a shed. How white are we talking? Like, generally, the only ones you've got to be really careful about, like, aren't in this country. Should we burn the shed down? Almost definitely. Like, white spiders, I haven't really encountered white spiders in the UK. Most of them are, like, brownish.
Yeah.
But we don't have any we don't have any dangerous spiders in the UK.
Apart from pets.
Apart from pets, that's correct.
Could be an escape pet.
I doubt it.
It wouldn't survive long.
That's true. Climate reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a white spider.
Ooh, well, I just tipped my
Here.
truck.
What is this about?
No. Damn it. Alright, I'll continue.
Yeah. It's taking me to Cologne.
I have no idea where that is across to where I am.
Fairly close.
Let me have a look. Something called a white dead spider. Yeah, I saw that as well. I don't... Depends what we're looking at. Hang on.
Do spiders change colour when they shed their
Miraculously,
skin?
the pallets are intact.
Hey.
0%
Okay.
damage on the pallets. It's only on the trailer.
Hang on a second. Okay, so... Of course, spider warning, quickly, to the stream. Don't look at my stream if you don't like spiders. I'm about to show one. Would you say... this is similar to what it looked like?
Remembered, I'm in Germany. I need to go on the right side of the road, not the left. I don't know why
Kind
that
of.
confused me, because I went
Okay.
from Germany to Germany, but...
There wasn't anything that they said about in there. That's called the buzzing spider. So look up buzzing spider and ask her if that's what it looks like.
Oh, I see Dusseldorf.
But yeah, honestly, there's no dangerous ones in the UK. There's also a crab spider.
I know I feel really weird about crabs.
Yeah, they're really weird.
Part of me is like, I kind of don't like it because it's like an armored spider, but the other time it kind of looks like a bit of a derp, so at the same time it's less threatening, despite having a giant claw weapon. It
Okay,
feels
so
like
white-
I'm allergic to them.
White death spiders have
Aw.
massive thoraxes or arse, but things that look like butts, basically.
I don't know why, but anything that's in the sea, I'm allergic to. Even seaweed.
Oh. That's odd.
And I didn't have this allergy till about 2 years ago.
Fuck the sea can go drown. Yeah, Night has a vague phobia of the sea.
Seems
It seems a bit more than vague with that.
Okay, but my point being is it's not to the point where he's not going to go in the sea. He doesn't like the
Alright.
abyssal sea. There you go. So anything that's like a sea that looks endless, yeah,
Fair.
that's his problem.
Do you get this fear in Minecraft?
I don't think so, but he is stupidly making himself play Subnautica.
Oh my god, I just, yeah, he does. that connection.
So the white death spider is more commonly known as the white crab spider, Knight. Apparently none are poisonous but can inflict mass pain for hours. I mean, yeah, some of them are gonna hurt when they bite you, for sure. It's a bite. I mainly do Subnautica because of the psychological side of it. What do you mean?
Face his fear without facing his fear. Would be my guess.
Most of them are saying that most spider, or the maximum you're going to get from a spider in the UK is similar to a bee sting.
I still think it should be burnt.
Oh, hello!
I've given up time.
Reasonable. Are you going to explain your Subnautica?
Yeah. So an interesting thing about Subnautica is, so they do it a lot in I think Chris, you've played the first one, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you take the Reaper Leviathan, for example, when it's hunting, it basically screams, and you can hear that for like almost the whole map, and things like that, and it never actually kills you to a degree. So in most games, when you get killed by something, you have a chance to sort of evaluate what happened, so your brain kind of calms down. But because it doesn't actually kill you, you're constantly on high alert. It's interesting things like that.
I'm confused.
It's basically, it makes brain go brr constantly.
Yeah.
Okay, but why are you playing it? Because you want burr?
Yes.
Okay.
And combine the constant fear of that with scary ocean. It's a big no-no.
Yeah, but why are you playing game if big no-no? That's the part that gets me.
So that's like saying, why watch a horror film?
Yeah, I don't watch horror films. I also ask that question.
Why do you play horror games?
I generally don't. I do sometimes, but I generally don't.
Say, you play Resident Evil, don't you?
Yeah, but Resident Evil 5 isn't a horror game. Hate to break it to you.
Oh, okay.
But no, most of the time I just play them in October for the meme.
Oh. But still, it's that kind of thing. The endorphins.
You wish to be
So-
scared.
Does your frequency kick in Minecraft? Even though I know this is silly,
No.
but it's not.
No.
Okay. Because I always find it really interesting when sometimes something that even vaguely replicates the thing can sometimes like send people up.
But you can see in the sea in Minecraft quite well.
Yeah.
True, but
it's
okay.
not just
Same
abyss. It's not just abyss. Like there's bits in Subnautica where you look down and you can't see the floor.
This keeps going.
Yeah.
And I've learned a new part of my fear, which since playing the new Subnautica, is looking up and not being able to break the surface.
As in being trapped under ice.
As in swimming under an iceberg, realizing you've got 5 seconds of O2 left and panicking. I managed to drown. I managed to die twice in 30 minutes.
Well done.
Thank you.
But
I
yes,
was fairly
dying
impressed.
once is not enough. Die twice. Fair enough.
I'll just pull over in a second and see if I've actually driven past this city already.
Yeah, I was gonna say where.
So, I can't envisage you, Knight, with a teeny tiny guitar.
It is tiny. It's not fun. Well, and the thing is, it's like 30 years old as well.
Yeah, I did go past it. Okay.
Please tell me you put new strings on that.
Sounds like no!
Please, no,
I
don't do that
haven't.
to your fingers.
You want to go up the one.
New
Apparently
strings
Cologne
like...
and Dusseldorf are right next to each other, and my GPS reset myself so I don't see going to Dusseldorf anymore, and I drove a long way past it.
Strings are like a tenner night.
I'll catch up.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the next couple of weeks. I should be able to afford guitar. So.
Strings are actually about £6 on electric and about 10 on acoustic.
Odds broke.
I presume you have an acoustic night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow the route. I'm gonna follow up the one.
But yeah, no, you're supposed to replace the strings on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be every month. In acoustic, you can maybe do 2 months. But you don't have to do it that often. But as you're learning, I would recommend it because they're nicer to play if you get them new all the time.
So with the barcode, where do I put my index finger?
Across all of the
everywhere.
But,
everywhere.
I mean, does it go at the first knuckle?
Right, there's 2 ways to do it. So if you put it in the middle of the... Well, I suppose there's really 2 ways to do it. But if you put it in the middle of the fret, then you will have the least amount of pressure required to push the strings down. Because the strings will be less taught to push down towards the fretboard over the fret. But if you have it closer to the frets, it will have less distance to go, but may require a little bit more pressure, but it will make it easier for the rest of your fingers to do what they want to do. So there's no right answer to this question. Honestly, just keep going until you kind of figure it out and make it comfortable. And keep practicing, like just holding all your fingers down and then strumming each note individually and seeing if all of them are unmuted. The other thing is, for the longest time, I used 2 fingers to bar chord, which isn't ideal because you need those fingers for other things.
Yeah. that takes 3 fingers on individual.
Yeah. But
do you have an extra finger?
That's not crazy.
I thought you had an extra finger night.
No. It was. I didn't have a finger.
Oh, it was 1 finger less. Okay.
If you're referring to what I think you're referring.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I put my index finger across it, and then I use my middle finger to push my index finger down harder sometimes.
Oh, I remember when you did that. I remember seeing you do that.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
I'm
So
saving
learning to
the
tune
fuel
guitar
by being in neutral and having my engine turned off, and I'm still doing 30 miles an hour.
Dead notes.
Dunk, dunk.
Yep. No, honestly, the bar chord is one of the hardest things and the biggest stepping stones to actually become to play a lot of stuff. But it's something you just cannot avoid. You have to do it.
Pinky finger doesn't stretch that one.
See, I tried to learn guitar and I had no strength in my pinky finger at all.
I'm currently using my other hand to position my fingers.
Yes, that's common. Yeah, no, Chris tried to teach me some guitar, and my pinky finger was so ridiculously shocking.
Yep.
I owned the guitar for a while, never liked it.
Because the interesting thing about her is it has quite an interesting thing.
I can barely hear you, but yes.
Yeah, wait. Move a bit closer. There we go.
Aha, I can hear you now. Ooh.
That's not right.
You just have to stick the chord and then slowly strum it each time.
Yeah, so it's pluck strum on a minor C D.
What are you trying to do?
It's the opening of a hurt.
Hurt. Okay.
I'm amazed how far this truck has gone with no engine. I'm still going. I'm still doing 20 miles an hour. What's
because I've recently learned E-power chord.
E-power chord. Okay.
Oh, just the standard power chord shape. Yeah, you could just put the power chord is something you just use everywhere. If you're in standard tuning, super easy.
This one.
3 notes, and you can also move all your fingers up 1 string, and you'll have power chords on a higher register, and it's great.
I just imagine your really, really, really like long fingers on a teeny tiny guitar.
On a teeny tiny thing. Basically, it's not wider than my leg span. Like I'm currently sat with my feet on the floor, and the head of the guitar goes to about my knee.
That's very small.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not learning on a ukulele?
Because the ukulele has less strings.
Could be a 6-string ukulele.
Also,
5-string.
Ukulele is totally different
6-string.
when you're
Okay.
trying to learn it. So I tried to do that, and I was like, oh no, but they're all tuned weird and the chords are everywhere. I thought it'd be easy. I thought it'd be tiny guitar. But that's guitar lele, apparently.
Oh,
Well,
guitar.
that's what I thought. I wondered if it's worth learning ukulele then learning guitar.
Guitar lele.
Well, I guess the hand strength stuff crosses over, but all the chords are different.
Well, because I just thought you were able to get to grips with playing chords
Grips.
on there.
Grips.
I have finally come to a stop.
Doing it on ukulele because it's less hand stretching, and which means you don't have to strain your hand as much, which then
I feel like you would have less. You would have more problems though, because your hand would be probably much bigger in comparison to the frets on the ukulele.
Yeah.
So it went flying past me with a double trailer.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as guitar stuff goes, the most comfortable thing to learn I had was a nylon acoustic, where all the strings, like the bottom 3 strings are metallic and wound, and then the top 3 strings are just like a plastic.
Doesn't the nylon one cut into your fingers more?
No, it's way softer.
So there's 2 different kinds of strings I've got this.
Yeah, so that sounds like the one Chris was explaining.
One looks one's like a plastic, one's like a
metal.
Span nickel, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's exactly what Chris was just saying. I think that's what he was explaining.
Hey James, go go go.
That was what you were explaining, right, Chris? Half nylon, half wound metal.
Yes, nylon acoustic that's how it is. Yeah, they're way nicer to learn on. Because the thing is, when you have metal higher strings, they are way thinner, so they cut like cheeseware.
Ouch.
Yeah, you've got to wait till the calluses exist.
Yeah. It's no joke. Like the amount of sores you can have in your hands after playing that guitar early days. Horrid.
I haven't had many sores, which is...
You've not been playing long enough.
I think I've just got padded fingers.
Padded fingers?
Yeah.
My skin's terrible for that. It just rips up over the tiniest of things.
There's a possibility now you've just got sores, not sores, sorry, calluses in specific parts of your fingers from other things you've been doing already.
I don't know what though.
Work?
Yeah. Well, because I haven't had to write anything massive since...
Also, that would be your other hand, surely.
Yeah, it would, yeah. I did have a tendency to slice this hand open fairly recently.
Or it could be something simple as riding a bike or gripping a weight bar.
Opening a bottle?
Yeah, it's probably the weight bar thing.
Yeah.
Because that can, if you do that a lot, then you've obviously got that.
I basically fecked up my hand because of how I was gripping.
Ooh, that's a nice truck. A bright green.
Because I found I had calluses on the very bottom, you know, like the bit where your palm meets your with your fingers.
You tend to get it there
from cycling a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same with weights, depending on how you do it, especially with like doing pull-ups and stuff, because your hand rotates slightly.
Yeah.
It's
never got anything.
Yeah, but the tips of your fingers is where it would callus up if you were playing guitar. So.
I want to get back into doing weights, but the gym's still shut.
Is it?
Yeah, whilst it was shut anyway, they decided we're going to do a refit on it, and then the refit took longer. than they were expecting.
Oh no. Is it worth, is there some way you could do it, like, at home, potentially? Like, just get a small weight, maybe?
There's physically not room.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, since the gyms have opened, I've managed to get my leg press from 70 kilograms to 170 kilograms.
Jeez.
I
was
for rep of 10, so...
Yeah. I was at 110 when the gym shut. But it's probably gone down a lot now. Well, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, because I think for legs, I'm leg pressing that. I think I'm doing calves for 120 for 25.
How do you do a calf press?
So it's you're basically with weight you're pressing upwards. So you're basically rolling your foot onto your toes. So if you roll your foot onto like your toes, your calves sort of engage.
Yeah, but how do you do that on a weighted system?
You hold more weight.
Yeah, but where?
On a bar.
On your back?
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. I was thinking it like the same way that you do a thigh, like a leg press, where you push it away from you.
Yeah, so you can kind of do that. So there's ones where there's like a seat kind of thing.
Right.
And you're pressing onto like a pedal. And that
and the seat moves. Right. I think I've seen those.
Back with you.
Yeah. I think I've seen those.
But I tend to do it. Think like a reverse squat, basically.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, that confused me for half a second.
I just strained my calf because I was.
You were explaining it whilst doing it.
Whilst doing it.
Yeah. Silly.
I've got a tendency to get really bad calf cramps.
I used to get calf cramps all the time. Do you remember, Chris, when I used to wake up in the middle of the night because I had a cramp in my calf?
Yeah, same here though.
And it's mostly stopped now though.
I think mine stopped because I'm far enough away from my cycling now.
Maybe, yeah.
I used to cycle a lot and then I just stopped.
Yeah.
After many years when I went to uni, and then had all kinds of weird cramps in my legs, and I don't know if that's just like the muscles just slowly retracting over time.
Muscles which you used to use a lot stopped.
Yeah.
This was steeper than I expected.
Oh no! Oh Jesus! You landed upright. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think I'm getting out of this, but
No, that is amazing. You're properly wedged. None of your wheels are touching the ground. That's actually very impressive. You're the right way up, but none of the wheels are touching the ground, shall I say. The back of the trailer is on the far barrier. You've got the truck side of the trailers on the other side of the barrier, and then the truck goes...
I do like how every time you do a jump, you kind of slowly hover over the 0 XP one, contemplating if you do it.
Oh, do you mean me?
Look at the medium one.
Yeah.
And think I'll probably go with that.
Yeah.
Always go to the top one. Think, can I be bothered to do that?
Yeah.
And then you usually drop back down to the second one.
Yeah. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I pretty much always pick the middle one.
There are certain ones that I can do the top one.
But I do love how you slowly go over the 0 XP, contemplating if you.
Oh, it's because I look at how slow my mouse moves. It's because I've got it on my analog stick, not my mouse.
Sure.
Screw you.
No, is there story magic to this?
Well, while I'm here, I'm going to discover everything that's here.
You guys are going to Rostock, or are you in Rostock? You're going to Rostock, right?
We're going to Rostock, yeah.
Okay, I can meet you in Rostock.
I'm 3 hours out.
I'll tell you soon how far away
I'm now 1 hour out, apparently.
Yeah,
well, I've accepted the jobbage to Rostock. I'm not too far away, but...
I now have 1% damage on my blades. I don't know how I didn't get any damage on the earlier ones.
Diddle-diddle.
I will say that turn was a bit steeper than I was expecting it to be.
It did somewhat take you to space. I did see space.
Usually those ones that have a lane off to the right are just flat out and you can get around it fine. That one was not flat out.
Not that one.
Nope.
He tricked you. Norsken. I'm going to Norsken.
I think I'm going back on the A1 now. Or on the 1. Yeah, about to go back onto the 1.
Trailer is ready. Where is the trailer? Oh, there it is. Thank you, clickety light. Bow! We have been coupled.
And back on track.
Yes, he's back. Back on track. James is back. Can I go over this? Oh my god, I fucking can. I just mounted and went straight across a roundabout.
I've done that before. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, can I buy a car, by which I mean a truck, in Rostock?
I haven't got there yet, don't know.
Yeah, we haven't got there to know. But probably.
I hope I can buy another Iveco.
There's usually a dealership in every town.
Yeah, but if it needs to be an Iveco, because it'll be ironic. Not ironic, but funny. Meme. 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 Da 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 da. So apparently it's very, very bright and I cannot see my dashboard.
Turn the lights on and then you can.
Nope, I cannot.
Oh, okay. Hello, Junction. We meet again.
This time, don't fuck me up!
This time I'm actually going to take my foot off the accelerator.
I feel like you might need to also brake.
Nah. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of brake. There we go.
No, oh yeah, wait, we need a bit of brake. You nipped out.
I probably could have got around it without braking, but it was just safer to not.
Mm-hmm. You pussied out!
Yes, I did.
Fair, fair. Sensible.
I've already lost 20k on this trip.
How much are you making on the trip?
I think it's 22k.
It's fine. Still in profit. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. I'll lose a little bit for 1% damage on the goods. But I think it's only like 200 or something I'll lose.
Still in profit. Still in profit. It's all good.
Yeah. I think 5k of it was on the loan as well, so it's debatable, do you count that?
Yes. So your loan installment is 5k?
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's for the 300,000 one, so I'm set on 300,000.
Yeah, loans in this game are a bit of a joke. Just take
Yeah.
them all. You can usually outpace them. As long as you don't do too many barrel rolls.
I could probably upgrade my depot in Dover and get a second truck driver, and then I'd be making bank. It doesn't take long to get the ball rolling. Well, before my save got corrupted, I think I had 9 drivers.
It's
and it was
taken me
like
ages.
every time I slept, I made 50k.
Yep. Gets out of hand really fast.
It's taken me ages. But a lot of that was because a lot of my trailers pinged off into space.
That save.
Yeah. And a lot of my trailers got pinged into space before we knew you could just load the autosave.
Yeah, reload. Yeah.
And each time that did that, I lost 12k.
Stock west.
Welcome back, Nightmare!
I'm back, hello.
Hello.
Glorious Milkshake calls you Nibble Crab.
I do like the transition between an A minor and a C.
I'm glad to hear it.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
As in you like to hear it or you like to play
No,
it?
to play it.
Okay.
Because you just move a finger.
Okay. My fingers aren't very dexterous, not gonna lie.
Mine are too dexterous.
They move too much.
I can do that thing where I get my thumb behind the knuckle of my index finger.
Oh.
I can't do that. I am strangely flexible.
Yeah.
I was doing a structure update. I managed to go into the splits.
What?
I can't do that.
Yep. Yep. Strangely
You can
flexible.
just casually do the splits.
No. I can't just casually drop into a split. It was. I was stretching.
The truck company here is Renault.
I was into the splits. I got so far into the stretch. I was in the splits.
Yeah, but we're not saying you finished the splits.
Hmm?
Did you finish the splits?
What do you mean by
Go all the way until you could not go any further because the ground was in your way.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just casually do the splits?
I don't know. I'm built different, apparently.
But you're like 6'4". That's so far down.
Yes.
Can confirm it's very far down.
Like I tend to do the one where you put one leg sort of in front of you and then you slide
Down.
the other leg back.
Backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
then
the
I can
slightly
get-
easier one.
Yeah. So I can get so deep into that it's a split. I can't do both legs straight split. 'Cause that's I'll probably split something.
Let's try the difficult one. I've not done this on the wheel yet, so let's see how this goes.
I thought you were talking about the splits, man.
No.
It's gonna casually drop down and attempt the splits.
I'm so far up the splits, I might as well still just be standing.
And I mean, my flexibility is described like a prawn.
But
No, prawns are pretty flexible.
No, just like my back is like a prawn.
Oh, your back is a bit like a prawn.
I can't remember what bone thing I have.
What bone thing? I mean, I'm
bonitis.
presuming you have bones.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'll go check what this. Give me a second.
Bone thing.
I don't know what he's checking either.
Human medical condition.
I was wondering if he's just checking he's got it written on a whiteboard.
I don't remember you have bonitis.
Don't forget bonitis. I wouldn't put it past him.
of me's hoping Izzy gets the reference, but there's a chance she hasn't. Do you know Bonitis is from Futurama?
Yes, but I've never
Okay,
actually
yes.
watched the episode of Futurama that it's in.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can't know that.
We can't remember what it's called.
I was gonna say, are you checking your whiteboard or something?
But it's basically to do with how the joints between the bones move. My joints move differently, if that makes sense.
What was yours called again, James?
Elos Danos.
No, that's
Which is more commonly referred to as hypermobility.
Yeah, hypermobility.
So it's not that, you know, your arms bend backwards or shit.
Well, so it's like when I fully extend my arm bows inwards, and then back out.
Oh yeah, it's not.
It sounds like hypermobility.
So basically, to get my arm straight, I have to slightly bring my arm in. If I were to lock my arm out, my arm bends inwards and then back out.
Does it sound similar, James? Huh?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to reverse the track at the same time.
Oh, sorry.
A cat 9 was a cat 9.
I know Cat 9. It's like a G, but like one string higher.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It looks like a compressed G.
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
I love how chaotic this stream is.
What?
Who goes there?
You came in here. You chose this fate.
You talking to one of your cats?
Yes.
That's a human being.
Take a guess which one it is. The one by black whales.
Is it the one that eats your papers?
Yes. Exactly that. The one with black whales. And it will come in here, wander around for about 10 seconds, and then claw at the carpet.
Maybe the carpet in your room is just much better, you know, feels on its pawsies.
No, because she doesn't like closed doors. We're pretty sure she's claustrophobic.
No, all cats have that. Closed door, they're like, no! How dare you restrict my mobility!
Yeah.
It's like we'll go into the bathroom, close the door, come out again, and both cats will be sat there.
Yep. How dare you close this door? You have restricted part of my territory! Now how can I know that it's not been invaded by some other cat?
Did I tell you that I came home the other day to find cat feces in the bath?
Yes, you did tell me that. And I said, well, thankfully, it was in an easy to clean location. Yeah. And then you told me that you took it from the bath and took it downstairs!
After claiming, but I was disappointed that I didn't do it in the toilet next to the bath.
And then he picked it up and took it downstairs and put it in the fucking bin!
But the worst thing was, I ended up having to hoover the stairs because it fell out of the kitchen roll I was holding while I was going down the stairs.
Which you didn't need to do because you could have just put it in the toilet!
It
didn't process.
That's where human shit goes, not cat shit.
The sad thing is, that's mine.
The way this man's brain works.
And then he just put it. I hope you didn't put it in the kitchen bin.
No, I put it in the bin in the bathroom downstairs.
In the downstairs bathroom? So you missed 2 toilets!
Yeah.
Yeah, I made 22 grand on that one. Out of the 20 grand I lost.
Oh my god. No, why? You missed 2 toilets you could have put it in! And like I said to you, surely it stank out the fucking bin in the toilet. That's grotesque.
No, because there was about 50 layers of kitchen roll around it.
That doesn't prevent smell, Knight!
I like how I can hear more through Chris's microphone.
You've elevated her to that level of mood. I don't know.
That
Easiness.
level of just complete disappointment of your entire being. Honestly, Nightmare. That is the worst, one of the worst stories you've told me in a while.
And now the world knows it because it's on stream.
So when,
2 streams, in fact!
Yeah.
wait, so you know what I was saying about like my mass fear in Subnautica?
You're what in Subnautica?
Mass fear.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that the first game I played when I got my VR headset was Subnautica?
Does not surprise me.
Have you ever picked up your VR headset again?
Not in Subnautica, no. Like I've done like heights in it and stuff like that, but water was a big no-no.
I mean, I could have told you that was a mistake.
I think
What do I
literally
fear the most?
anybody.
Well, you know what I need is a higher level of definition in my shit.
Because the thing was, my brain kind of went, we're in water, I shouldn't be able to breathe, but I can, I'm confused.
Were you like holding your breath the entire time?
No. But my brain was confuzzled about what was going on.
I am
Could
very
have just-
surprised I managed to park that reversing.
You could have just told your brain, it's fine, we've just got a magic suit.
And then I look at Crispy just perfectly reverse into a parking space.
I know!
We
He's
both
so
know.
fucking good at it! It's annoying.
We both know me and my brain aren't in tune enough to do that. Let's
Me
be
and my
honest.
brain aren't on speaking terms.
No. We're really not. You say that as a joke, but we're not.
That's such a good way to put it.
No! I'm aware, Knight. How long have I known you now? Come on.
5, 6 years. I think
Fifth.
it's 6 years.
Did you just say fifth 6 years?
Yes, he
No,
did.
I went to say 5.
Yeah, but you said fifth.
Yes, I know. Well, no, I went to say 15 because
It's definitely not 15 years.
no, but Ark came out 2015.
Oh.
2016.
2016.
Scorched Earth came out.
Scorched!
2016. Scorched Earth.
So 2016 to 2021, how many years is that? Come on.
Well, it'll be 6 years in September.
5.
So 5, yes.
And you've only aged 3 years.
Yes. No.
He's
Yes.
still on his 3/4 size guitar.
What's that thing I read? I read something that through a quantum computer, scientists were basically able to reverse time.
Reverse time.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
that's a new one on
So,
me.
it's kind of going off the second thermal dynamics.
Second law of thermodynamics?
Yes, that's the one. So basically,
The second thermo
Imagine-
law?
that's the imagine hitting
So the second law of thermodynamics is the conservation of
Yeah.
energy.
that's not the one then.
I'm pretty sure.
So basically the whole thing is
Just double check,
ima-
Google it for me, because it's been a long time since I did physics. But I'm pretty sure that's the conservation of energy one.
like I know
In an
there's three
isolated
laws-
system,
laws
the
on this.
energy will neither
Yeah.
decrease or increase. It will change
In a
states.
closed system,
Isolated, closed, yeah.
different. Isolated, different.
No, it isn't. That's the same thing.
So, how far out are you, is it?
Shit, I just got stuck on something.
Get unstuck.
I'm trying. Okay, I think we did it.
I don't think you can get stuck as spectacularly as I did.
No. It was a tiny little concrete fucking block that I got stuck halfway through my wheels.
But basically, the law that talks about how objects will slowly go from order to chaos.
Yeah.
Entropy.
Entropy, yeah.
Yeah. So what they managed to do was, so imagine in pool or snooker when you start that you hit the cue ball and it scatters the rest of them.
Only if they hit the others, but yes.
Well, yeah. So it's about third law of thingy.
Is it the third one? Have you googled it?
For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
That's the third law, is it?
Yeah, of the third law of motion, isn't it? Because the first one is the first one is
not upset there. It just maybe repay loan repayment.
Do you want to just Google it, Knight? At this point,
no, I know this.
At this point, I feel like you should Google it.
I had all three laws written on my wall for 2 years.
Okay, but they're not there anymore.
They would be in the...
None of it absorbed.
I've got different walls now, so... an object will remain in motion until
probably an outside force influence or something.
Yeah. And the same with being out of motion. And I used to know the equation for it, I can't remember. Where was I going with this?
Time! Quantum computers and time!
Yeah. So when you hit when those balls scatter, it's the equivalent of them scattering and then returning to the exact same position they were in.
Because it's quantum. Because it's quantum, right?
Yeah, because it's quantum. So it's quote unquote reverse time.
Yeah. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Technically, yes.
Yeah. which is quite interesting.
But it's fine because your brain reverses time. Well, your brain lies to you about time all the time.
Yeah. Well, have you ever seen Tenet?
Have I seen what?
Tenet.
No.
That's quite interesting to watch. It's basically things are going forward in time whilst other things are going backwards in time.
Interesting.
So it's like being able to reverse shoot a gun. If that makes sense.
Interesting. Did I ever read out to you the big tweet about eyes?
You told me the one about the magnets in the nose.
Yeah, no, that was funny.
That was the conversation.
But no, the eyes and the fact that your brain and your eyes lie to you.
Oh, I know something vaguely about that. But...
All vision is an illusion. Everything is upside down, technically.
Yeah, because it flips when it enters your eyes.
Also, time.
Light flips. Yeah, but time. It's because of of something in your eyes and brain. A phenomenon they call saccades. Or saccades. I don't actually know how to pronounce it.
Cicada.
No.
The thing that goes
bugs.
Yeah. No, yeah, not that.
Things that go bugs.
Saccades. Yeah. SACHAD, I think.
Charades.
No. Neither of those things. I'm 29 minutes from you guys.
The TLDR of the thing though is like, you ever look at a clock and watch the second hand go the other way for a hot second?
Or stop, and it seems like the first second when you look at a clock takes like twice as long as an actual second. It's because your eyes have lied to you, and you couldn't actually see.
That's the same sort of thing, like when you look at a helicopter's rotor or something like that. The faster it spins, it starts to spin one way, and then it goes back again.
That's an entirely different phenomenon.
Yeah, totally different. That's a refresh rate of your eyes, essentially.
Hang on.
I need more hertz in my eyes.
Yeah, literally, it's like you can imagine if you're only seeing it at a certain set of frames, it's like you will see it potentially going backwards.
Yeah, you can't perceive it.
Frequency.
Yeah. Your perception is flawed. If I park up on Rostock, I'm going to see if I can find the tweets, because it was fucking awesome to read.
Yeah, that did fascinate me about the spinning stuff, because I used to get fascinated in long car journeys, just watching wheels seemingly spin the wrong way around on cars beside us.
Yeah. It's amazing. Well, because I started watching these videos of people who can punch really quickly, and it's basically them doing that, punching quickly, and they go so fast your eyes can't keep up with it, so it looks like they're then punching backwards.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is two really insane
Are they
things.
boxers?
I don't think so.
A lot of professional boxers or people that particularly punch rotate stuff. It's like it looks like they barely did anything, and their hand just seemingly comes back.
And then the guy falls over.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second, how did you do that?
It's like those typical like samurai things where they slice them in half.
And they kind of don't notice for a couple of minutes.
Happen until they start sliding down.
Cartoons.
It's interesting. Yeah, reality of all the combat stuff is like you need to return your hands, otherwise you're not going to defend yourself against the other guy who is also punching at that speed.
Right.
Have you seen the stuff about the closest thing to a lightsaber we've been able to make?
Ooh,
No.
Yeah. So it's basically similar to like the original lightsaber, so it's got a pack to it, and it's basically a plasma beam being shot out of a thing to a certain level, which it will like cut through high carbon steel and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, plasma cutters and plasma torches, everything.
Well, that was a good time to come back. It literally just popped up on my screen saying in 1 minute you will be kicked if you don't move.
That's good.
I'll see if I can find the video.
Yeah, I want to see lightsabers.
I'll put it in the...
My cat jumped in my grave while I was
You see, this is the predicament I always have. Random interests or Star Wars?
Random interests.
Both?
Memes and links.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. Knight, would you like me to read this long-ass tweet and blow your fucking mind?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Whilst I find this.
Also, the stream. This will blow your mind, don't you worry.
I think it's just me.
It says, you want to know something about how bullshit insane our brains are? Okay. There's a physical problem with our eyes, right? We move them in short, fast bursts, which are called saccades. They're very quick, synchronized movements, right? The only problem is they go all blurry and useless during this time. Having your vision turn into a blurry mess every time you move your eyes is obviously not a good idea, so our brains hide it from us. Now imagine you're an engineer and you have this problem. You've got some obvious solutions you could do to fix it, right? Number 1, make the vision go black during movement, and some VR games have been doing this. Or it says 2, just keep showing the last thing we saw prior to moving, right? Until it reaches the new destination. Both are good options with different downsides. But oh no! This is assuming everything makes sense and is chronological and regularly logical. Your brain, however, does neither of these options. First, it basically puts your visual system on pause. You're not seeing blackness or even nothingness, you're just not seeing. Then when you finish your saccade, it shows you what you now see at the new position and then pretends it can time travel. It seriously shows you the image at the new point, but time shifts it backwards so that it seems like you were seeing it the whole time your eyes were actually in movement. And because your brain is not a computer with a consistent clock, this shit works.
Yeah, so, I was going to say, because it sounds like a computer trying to defragment a hard drive or something.
Says you can see this effect happen, this is what Chris said, if you watch an analog clock with the second hand. Look away with just your eyes and not your head, and then look back to the second hand. It seems like it takes longer than a second to move, but then starts moving usually. That's because your freaking visual system just lied to you about how long time is in order to cover up the physical limitations of those chemical camera orbs you have on the front of your face.
Oh no. What's happened?
So if you want to do further into it, it says we've known about this effect for over 100 years. It's called saccadic masking, and more specifically, chronostasis. Your visual system lies to you about when things happen by up to half a second just to avoid saccades blurring everything.
So it's based. What did you say? It was
chronostasis.
Chronostasis.
So whilst I firmly believe we're basically just overgrown biological computers, we're apparently computers programmed to batshit insane drunkards in Visual Basic 5.
So it sounds.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're taking time fragments, can't process time fragments, so the brain goes, "Fuck it, let's do this." That's
Not entirely quite, but similarly. It says you may think, hey wait, wouldn't my vision pausing for half a second have all kinds of weird effects on moving objects? Why don't they appear to stutter when they're moving? And the answer is simple. Your brain has even more ugly hacks on top of this to avoid you seeing that. If you've got a clock where the second hand doesn't tick, but instead smoothly rotates, you won't see this, because your brain recognizes it's moving and adjusts what you see to make sure it sees the right thing. It's only really obvious with periodically moving things like a clock hand, because it's not moving, so it doesn't trigger the movement during chronostasis hack. But it moves at a set rate, so you can notice that rate appearing to change.
So what's the theory called?
Chronostasis, or saccadic masking.
Chronostasis.
It's tempting to think of your eyes and visual system as a camera just dumping a video feed into your conscious brain, but it's so very, very not the case. What you think you see and what your eyes can actually see are two exceptionally different things. The big obvious one is obviously the blind spot.
Is a type of temporal illusion in which first impression following the introduction of a new event or task demanded to the brain could appear to be extended in time.
Yes.
That's why optical illusions work.
The blind spot as well. Vertebrate eyes are wired backwards, so we've got a blind spot in each eye where the nerves enter into the eye. It's about 6 degrees of your vision in each eye is just missing. There's no light sensitive cells there. But do you see a blind spot now? No, you probably don't. Close one eye. There's now no way for the other eye to fill in the gaps, but you've still got no blind spot. Your visual system is lying and making up content that it thinks is there. You literally cannot see what you think you see.
It's why your hand goes blurry when you hold it in front of your nose.
Does it?
Here's another one. Most people can see in colour, right? You can see in colour all throughout your vision, right? So if you focus on your peripheral vision, there's colour everywhere.
How can you focus on it?
You can mentally focus on it, not focus on it.
I'm trying to focus on it. My eyes are going cross-eyed. Oh.
No.
I do that and everything goes blurry.
For some reason, my eyes
Can you not shift? So for example, if I'm looking, for example, at your name, because I've got the Discord overlay, I'm looking at your name, right, on the screen, but I shift my focus mentally, so I can say, okay, well, I can see the truck. I then shift it to try and see I've got the moving sections of my audio on my Streamlabs further over there that I can shift my focus to. And I've also got my controller down here that I've just noticed because I've shifted my focus downwards. Can you not do that?
Hey, you should plug your wheel in for this game.
Whilst focusing on a single point, you can move your brain focus around your peripheral vision.
I can, but only to a certain degree. So I'm looking at the, sort of the line under your video on your stream.
Yes.
All I can really focus on from there is, well, currently the truck because it's shifting.
Yeah, movement is harder to spot. Sorry, is easier to spot when you're doing that. Yes.
Like
I can't read anything unless I'm focusing directly at it, but I can see colors and vague shapes, and I can know what they are.
You see, from there, all I can really see is the stuff about like subscribing, stuff like that.
Okay, but the important question is: it in color?
Yes.
Okay. However, most of your cone cells, which are the ones which are sensitive to colour, are in what's called the fovea. It's a little spot in the very centre of your vision. So outside of that centre of vision, you have very little colour perception. There's some, but it's very limited compared to your main colour vision. But I bet if you shift your attention, it's your attention rather than your focus, to your peripheral vision right now, it's in colour. Which is true. I'm looking at my phone and I can see the fucking red truck in my screen. I can see the red of my keyboard. But your vision system is lying again. It's remembering what colours things are, and it's guessing and filling in the gaps. is basically doing a Ted Turner colorization process on your non-central vision. Which is even crazier, because I can notice, like, my keyboard changing color in my peripheral vision. How can I notice it changing color if I don't know colors?
So it's like your brain trying to do a lossy, trying to uncompressed lossy compression.
I have no idea, but sure.
Or is it lossless?
I have no idea. There's even some weird effects, like what's called action-specific perception. So if you get a bunch of white balls of various sizes and toss them at people, then ask them to estimate the size of the balls that are thrown at them, they'll have a certain size estimate. But now repeat the experiment, but ask them to try to hit the balls back with a bat, and suddenly all the estimates become larger. They actually see the balls as bigger because they need to try to hit it. Their vision is exaggerating it to make it easier for us to see.
So lossy compression is a way of reducing file size by removing parts of it that the computer doesn't seem necessary.
Right.
And then what happens is
trying to put them back in again.
The computer then needs to reconstruct that file.
Yeah.
And attempt to put those bits back in.
Right.
So by the sounds of it, to a very vague degree, it sounds like your brain is attempting to fill in from what it knows. So from the information it's given, it's then able to a degree fill that in.
Yes.
He's just been kicked from the server.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. I'll come back in. Which just goes to show, like I said, your vision is not a camera. Perfect accuracy is not one of its goals. It does not give any shits about objective reality, because that's not important. What is important to the evolution of the visual system is any trick that helps you survive, no matter how dumb or stupid it is. If you want an accurate visual representation of what things look like, use a camera, not your eyes. In any case, the original point was that while you might know this about your eyes being poor cameras that lie to you, you might still think that at least they're consistent time-wise. They don't screw with your sense of time passing just to make up for your visual defects. Nope! If you can't get it done in time, turn back the clock and pretend that you did. That's a perfectly good solution when you're the visual system.
So an interesting thing to do with that is, you know, one-way mirrors.
Sorry, what? One-way mirrors, yeah.
Yeah. If you put, let's say, your phone camera up to that, so that just looks like a mirror, you can see through it.
Interesting.
So I guess to that degree, it's a certain color that the brain can't perceive on one side,
perhaps,
and then just a transparency.
Yeah.
On the other.
The other thing,
but by the sounds of it, because a camera can take that, it can see through it.
Yeah. Then it says, here's a trick for you to pick up on saccadic masking. If you go look at a mirror, so that you can see it, no matter how close you bring it to your eyes, and no matter how much you move around, you never see your eyes move. You never see your eyes move when you look in a mirror. If you look on a camera or any kind of recording software, there's a slight delay, so you'll probably see it. But if you're looking in a mirror where there's no delay, you will never see your eyes move, because you're blind when you move your eyes.
Interesting. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I hear Nat go quiet as he tries it.
He's gone to his mirror.
Yeah, wait, because I need a mirror.
You don't really need a mirror. You could just like glance around the room and just like try to remember everything that happened as you moved your eyes.
No, because that's when that's when your brain lies to you. Weren't you paying attention?
Oh, mine doesn't. I just see image 1, image 2, and then like there's no in between.
Chris is a next level brain. Next evolved brain.
I don't know, maybe it's because I just focused.
Also, did you see the thing I put in moved and links now?
Not yet, no.
Yeah.
The retractable.
That's just like a very fancy flamethrower, though.
I need you to go get a mirror.
I'm trying to think whether there is a mirror that I can go.
You don't have a mirror in your room?
No. The last mirror I had in my room fell off the wall, and then I made weird sounds with it.
You blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
This is why you can't have nice things, Nightmare.
Exactly. Because I get bored of them way too quickly and just cause havoc.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
also don't have a mirror in my
like-
room.
I've got a pile of string next to me. Why?
Don't fiddle with.
And they've got random knots in because for some reason I started tying knots.
In
in
what?
this Random,
Oh my
just
god.
random individual bits of string.
Are you okay, Nightmare?
No.
No,
Do you need help?
No, he's not.
Yes, we knew this a long time ago. Like, I think I can't even remember doing it. I think I just sat there because the thing is that I've got about 20 bits of string, all about 15 centimeters long. Just tied
Why?
to each other, in pairs tied to each other.
But why?
I think I must have been practicing a knot, sort of not thinking about it. and
Not
just-
thinking about it.
Boo.
Left over, right through. Right over, left through.
You doing it again?
Oh yeah.
Stab it.
Stop tying knots in
Wait,
things.
Yeah, what other knots can I do? Figure eight.
Low
That's a fun
pitch.
one.
I used to be able to do a figure eight.
It's not difficult.
Gee, thanks. I've forgotten how to do it now.
It's a loop and through.
Round turn and 2 half hitches.
I can do.
Are you a boatman,
Hey.
James?
I was a scout, so I know some
Yeah,
knots, yes.
yeah, that's why I know. I can do a reef knot, friendship knot.
Yeah.
If you give me enough time, a monkey's fist.
What? How can
It's
you
a
make
knot
a
that
different
looks like a
creature?
fist.
So you know on rope when you get like balls on the end.
Vaguely.
They've sort of tied the rope into like a ball on the end.
Oh, Crispy just got kicked as well.
That's a monkey's
Oh, I
fist.
just
Yeah.
came in. I need to buy myself my truck. You guys need to help me.
What do you want?
A different truck for my driver.
Pick the third one down.
Third one down? Is that a legitimate thing, or did you just say that?
I just said that.
Okay, cool.
I was going to say, are they even down? They're across, aren't they?
I haven't
Yeah.
bought one, so I don't know.
Although funny enough, I was actually thinking about the buying online button because then you just pick the.
I don't think
You
I
have to
can
have
buy
already
online.
bought 5 trucks to do
I
that.
know
How dare you.
it's wrong for the application.
I need truck. Gib truck.
Honestly, if you just avoid the Volvo and Scania, because anything else can be done a lot cheaper.
I don't need to really care about how efficient it is, do I? Because they're just gonna
No,
drive it.
cheapest any truck you get doesn't
Yeah.
matter. No
Well,
problem.
You're not the one that has to deal with it.
Exactly.
Pay somebody else to drive it.
Would a barcode be easier further down the threats? In theory.
Wait, sorry. Say again.
Would a barcode be easier in a higher threat, lower threat? Further down the threat?
Good question.
I've got my Kappa on third threat. I'm just wondering if...
I would upgrade my garage in Dover, but I don't know if that's just going to teleport me to Dover.
God fucking damn it, guys! It's Sunday.
Oh, it's shut. You're right, it's 1 PM, you've got a while.
I'm
You've
gonna
got
go
half the day
sleep.
to wait.
I'm gonna go sleep.
It doesn't work in multiplayer. It doesn't move time if you're still in the multiplayer server.
Well, how do I fix this? Engine
You have to
malfunction.
wait the 12 hours for it.
How long is that gonna take?
12 hours.
No, it won't take 12 hours.
I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know how fast time moves in this game.
Well, it's already been 3 minutes, so...
Yeah.
I need need to repair my boat.
Oh, that was you. That makes so much more sense now. I was like, why is this person on the wrong side of the road giving up me for you turning in the road?
No, it's me. I said hi.
Yeah, I realised that afterwards.
I can't get the tune to play the actual lyrics. It's annoying.
Right. I guess we should find somewhere else to go while we wait for this time to tick down.
Can we go somewhere that has an Iveco station?
I have no idea where one is.
The map tells you.
Only after you've unlocked them.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, did it not? Okay.
How hard is Ring of Fire to learn?
Probably fairly hard.
I just want the chords. Because the thing is, I want to learn More Than Words by Extreme, but that's a lot of fingerstyle.
Let's see, shall we?
Fingerstyle scares me.
Scares me too.
Because the thing is, with More Than Words, it's fingerstyle, and then you sort of mute the. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. Guess I could do it and.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Can you look at where the Iveco dealers are in Germany, please?
Yes. I think.
Oh.
Truck dealers, Iveco, Germany. Okay, you have the ones I've discovered anyway.
Yeah.
Hamburg and
Where's
Frankfurt am Main.
I've got Frankfurt. Hamburg. Let's go to Hamburg. That's really close.
Okay.
Alright, should we just like... Wait,
Do
how
I
far
have
is
a
Hamburg?
job to Hamburg? Yeah.
Yeah, Hamburg is close.
Let's see if there are any
It's
jobs.
close. Oh yeah, it's semi-close. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I have a job to Dortmund. I have a job to Hamburg.
Hey!
What's the time?
51 tons of concrete beams. Jeez, that's going to be heavy.
To do stream thingamajig at this time? Probably not. Because it's 10 to 10.
Plug them a steering wheel to drive around because I got ball baiting.
reasonable. I'm just
Heavy
gonna drive
cargo.
there.
Is my truck able to do heavy cargo? It's got about 1 bar on the heavy cargo. Oh well, let's go anyway. Let's try it.
I'm just gonna make
the worst
myself
that
go to
happens, I'm
Hamburg
slow.
because I'm gonna free roam there.
Yeah. I've got a job, but it's very heavy.
When have there been...
This is where my little truck can't handle the heavy load. But we shall see.
Second Wednesday.
I'm gonna free roam to.
Bugger it, that's half term. Oh, sad.
Great menu.
What?
Sad.
51 tons of concrete beams. Continue. Trailer is ready. My god, my trailer just rolled.
You're gonna have to
It didn't quite roll, but it sort of flipped up onto its front end and then bounced back down.
Chris, are you coming back in?
I'm on my way to you.
I thought you were already here.
I'm still in second gear.
I was in Rostock. Are you in Rostock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
Just gave myself fucking damage because I'm an idiot.
I didn't know you ever reached Rostock.
Yeah, I said ages ago.
Oh, hide under this bridge. I'll also unassign engine up to
Ow.
that button on my steering wheel because I hit it at least once on that journey.
I go forward. Good. I'm just very slow.
I forget that it actually takes you longer to brake when you don't have any trailer on.
This
51
stream,
tons.
It's an empty pallet for me. It looks really ridiculous. You're dragging nothing.
The streamer I was just on has just raided this channel, and we've gone. They've just gone from 1,000 viewers to 7,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh. Spaceship has gone crash.
I may be a bit slow.
I see this.
This is me going flat out.
Oh no.
I don't have enough chord to do a Tuck's head.
Ooh.
Adjustable grip pitch. How do I do that? I don't have enough room to do that. Yeah.
Chris, we're just leaving Rostock.
Okay.
Are you on way?
Yep.
Are you in front of us or behind us?
You can do this.
So it's a 3-hour journey, but I think with James with this, it's going to take us 3 days. Oh, there you are. I see your dottage.
I've just hit 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, I know.
I am hard accelerating and I'm still only doing 30. I've gone down to 29.
Oh, it's a slight hill, James. It's a slight hill.
Let's shift down, see if that helps. Oh, God. This is going to be a struggle.
I haven't set a button to my horn.
Oh, God. I don't know if I'm going to make it up onto the motorway.
Are you still losing speed?
23 miles an hour. Let's drop another gear. Oh, God.
We have to go down to the motorway. At least that's something.
Oh, that's all right. We're going downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, this is difficult.
It did warn you, James.
Oh yeah, it did warn me that my truck might not be able to handle it. Oh, we've hit new heights. 35 miles an hour.
Woohoo! Positively bombing it.
We've hit 40.
I'm gonna let him overtake and follow him.
I know.
He's the limiting factor in this journey.
Just got it not done.
Do you even see what I'm towing?
Oh, I
No.
see it, because I've got the heavy load thing. Yeah, it's huge.
It's 51 tons.
It looks like it's got enough concrete to build a bridge.
Hey, I've hit 47. 48. No, I'm not going uphill, I'm actually gaining speed. Oh. The scary bit comes when we have to get off this motorway. And I have to actually slow down. I'm glad this journey is only another 21 miles.
I need bustling.
Although I think I'm going to make quite a lot of money off this. I think it was 30k.
Jesus Christ.
In.
As long as you don't flip it, you mean?
Yeah.
Chris, you're going too fast.
Trying to keep up with James.
Trying to keep up is such a difficult task.
Now he's got
Yeah, I've managed to hit 55 now. The problem comes when we hit a hill.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we've hit a hill, so I've had to go down again.
What's a grain?
What are you looking up, Nightmare?
Nuts.
Nuts.
Yep.
Nuts.
I went from square knot to thief knot. Now
I thought you were playing guitar.
Yeah, my attention span isn't that big. You forget about
I noticed.
This is why you don't have calluses on your fingers and you don't have problems with it.
lack of attention.
Yes.
Because the thing is, I'll say to myself, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to attempt to start to get to grips with this song.
Mm-hmm.
Then about a minute later, I'll do it with a different song.
Mm-hmm.
And then a different song. And then I'll just end up spending my time looking at the chords for songs. not actually playing the chords 4 songs.
I finally hit top gear.
Hey.
Oh, there's a slight incline. I'm slowing down.
Very slight incline.
I dropped 5 miles an hour on this incline. Oh god, we have to go up here. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Just don't overbrake, it'll be fine.
Oh no, this is gonna be so tight. He's gonna have to.
Yeah.
No, he's brave.
So what's the difference between this knot and a reef?
Low center of gravity.
What?
22 miles an hour, 21, 20. Come on. Get up.
Was that in
18.
answer to my question or
No.
No.
centre of gravity? Okay.
I don't know what your question was.
How
I
is
made
this
it.
work?
Hey.
I still couldn't hear you.
How is a granny knot different to a reef knot?
Lower center of gravity.
I think it's exactly the same, but backwards.
What? So rather left over right through, right over left.
Yeah.
Through. It's right over left through, left over right through.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
It's
so
pulling out some memories from
it's
15
that,
years ago when I was doing them.
and then a thief's knot is
When someone steals it.
right over left through, right over left through.
When someone steals it.
So it's on the down. Do you see how I'm choosing to ignore? Do you, have you?
Sad.
35 miles an hour on the motorway. This is great.
I do.
Oh god.
I want a slidey knot. How do I do a slide?
We're going 3 wide.
It's like the Top Gear bandits.
Yeah.
The only thing that's missing is towing caravans. Oh god. Talking of that, Grand Tour just released a trailer about the next
Oh my
series,
god, it's
didn't they?
Richard Shrew! And 23 other people! You join us at a...
Hello, Raiders.
Yeah, hello. You join us at a very integral part of our convoy.
I may have a truck that's 3 times heavier than what I'm able to tow.
So we're all travelling at like 20 miles an hour until he gets up to speed.
It takes me 5 years to accelerate.
Oh no, I've
and
gone too
uphill
fast again.
May stop.
I almost hit the side. Hello, hello, hello. Black Dragon, hello. And Strategy Game Lover. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Shrew himself. I had a strange urge to call you the Shrewmeister. I don't know if anyone's ever called you that before, but hi.
Oh god, we're coming to another turn-in.
Oh no, he's got to slow
Never
down,
run.
chat. He's got to slow down. Forgot my chat is caps lock. It was not meant to be that enthusiastic. Oh, I'm sorry. The Shrewmeister.
I'm trying to make my 2 bits of string 1 long bit of string.
Yeah, I'm sure you just need a knot for that, Nightmare.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is, an individual bit of string isn't long enough to make a knot I want to try and do.
Seize
I'm
the
using a
gap.
knot
What gap
to
am
then
I
actually
seizing?
to do a knot.
We have to put the people on the other side of the road. Oh! He's going round. Oh! Is that you, Chris? Right! Hey, Troy! The one that cuts off his truck. No, look, I go through his truck. That's how this is how this works. I can drive through him.
Yeah.
Also,
So,
yes.
about this acceleration.
But I can probably do this, and then it'll be really hard for him to see.
It's actually perfectly fine for me to see until your seat gets in front of my face.
Yeah, you actually look through the other person's windshield.
Oh dear. We've just
It's
discovered
particularly funny
Hamburg,
if one has the
everybody.
left hand- If someone has the left hand, the other person has the right hand driving, you sort of merge together. You just look to your right, or left, and you see the other guy sitting in your seat.
your drive mate. So I'm coming here to buy a new truck. I'm gonna leave it look, but I'm catching Z's. No worries. We're coming here to buy a new truck because I need a new truck.
I'm usually at 70 by now.
Turn
I've
right,
barely
it's a
hit
turn
30.
right.
Oh,
turn
yeah, I'm
right.
gonna turn right. Thank you. There's a question mark.
Yeah,
I presumed
need
it was
to
that.
turn right. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make somebody drive my truck. And then they're gonna make money. They're gonna be my money bitch. Thank you, Chris, for the direction.
Problem.
I am not
Yes.
reversing this one in.
Damn it, guys! It's still fucking Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's only got to 3 o'clock.
Why?
We've literally gone 2 hours.
Why?
Let's play this one safe, please. I have not reversed this beast in. Oh God!
Hi, Rosie.
Accelerate,
Hey,
please.
Cianto. We're angry that it's Sunday.
Pianto.
Why the
Oh,
fuck do they have to be closed on a motherfucking Sunday?
Because it's a Sunday.
Who authorized this shit? I want to buy a truck.
I don't know who
Religious
authorized it.
reasons
Probably
to
the Pope.
Pope. Motherfucking
Some a
Pope.
long time ago.
Yeah, well, nobody updated it, and that's bullshit.
I managed to get it here. How much did I make with this delivery? Oh, 3K.
Ah, so not 30k then.
No. I
Was
added a 0 to it.
Was it really worth 3k?
Yeah, it was worth it, for sure.
Fair enough. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it here and then hope that when we sign in next time that I can just buy a truck.
That was fun.
Because at this point, I don't want to. You seem to be driving
Well, that was
relatively
my
well.
first oversized
Who's
weight
controlling the
delivery.
wheel? It's my controller. It's me. I drive. How dare you?
See, I'm the only one here that's being authentic. I'm using a wheel for
No,
this.
Chris is using a wheel now. He put his in.
Mine didn't when I was waiting for Izzy.
If I was there, I would be using a wheel.
That's
but
Chris.
I'm just-
Yeah, well,
I'd
you
say
should have
I'm
been
being
here,
authentic.
Nightmare.
And
You
then
left
I go
us.
straight for a red light.
I joined like an hour and a half ago. I probably could have joined, but
Yeah, you could have.
I vibed. So
Listen, you could have vibed whilst drived.
Now, let's see if that heavy load caused any damage to my truck.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to bet it did.
1,100 in
Service.
repairs. Rude.
No, it didn't. It's just standard repairs for driving. 187 quid to repair it. When you spend $1,000 on fuel, 100 quid for a repair is cheap.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what do we do? This is a resting place, but you are not tired right now. Fuck you.
Doesn't accelerate the days all the time. It just updates the economy in multiplayer.
Yeah, it just gives you free money.
I like free money, but I don't have free money because I don't
Yeah,
have
then-
anybody because I can't buy a fucking truck!
Right. Let's see if I get teleported by upgrading my thing in Dover.
I'm
Garage
tired.
manager. Dover. Upgrade. Yes. Cost me 160 grand to upgrade it. I think it
Saturday
did teleport
evening.
me.
No, it isn't. It's Sunday evening.
Sunday at 3 PM currently.
I meant IRLZs.
I am watching a cutscene in Dover
Ow.
while I'm in Germany.
didn't mean to strum that much.
Random loud guitar noise. Pay attention to me.
I'm trying to get this strumming pattern down.
Chris, we are lined
Yeah.
up. It is great. We're lined up to go to bed. James
still
fucked
here.
off.
I can come back. I wasn't sure if I was still here or if I got teleported to Dover.
I was gonna say, am I still in the game? Because I quit the game.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're not here.
You see that thing that kids do in the supermarket where they just go, aha, I found parent. Oh no, wait, that's not parent.
Huh? No, I just thought you were coming back in. I don't know why, but...
I dropped my chocolate bar. Where'd it go?
Not the
It's still
chocolate
in the
bar.
wrapper, so it's fine.
Hey. Today's saved.
Right.
Cool. Right, I've got to find somebody to pass along the raid to now, haven't I? And Shrew will be very confused when he comes back and he's not watching me anymore. Let's see. Oh, we do have somebody to jump over to. That's good. Alright, let me sort out this raid. Thank you everybody for watching. I think I do plan on streaming tomorrow. If I feel really bad after work, I probably won't. But I think I'm going to be streaming Minecraft tomorrow. So that should be fun. But thank you everybody for watching. And if I don't stream tomorrow, I will be streaming on Tuesday. Because I think we're doing driving on Tuesday. I'm confused because my schedule is all topsy-turvy right now. But we're doing driving, right? You can always raid ParadoxCon. Yeah. They've got 1.9 thousand viewers. Let's be honest. I want to help out people who don't have that many viewers. So ParadoxCon does not get on that list. But yeah. So Minecraft tomorrow if we stream. Racing Tuesday. Wednesday is the forest. Thursday is RimWorld. Friday is Ark. It's all good. It's all good. This is a good week. But yes, thank you everyone for watching and see you all in the next one.